Hello and
So welcome everyone. I'm very happy again to be here with you, with people that I already know, with the new people, with people that will attend the training program in Sedona, like we just discussed in the pre-live, no? With me, one of the most experienced, I can tell at the day of today, the most experienced trainer in the world, that is Cecilia Sams. Ciao, Cecilia, and thank you very much to be here with us.
my honor. It's my honor, really, truly. This is my joy.
So we are here today to chat a little bit about reconnective healing, because I think in this moment, that is a very complicated moment for the humanity. It's a moment in which the humanity is losing its humanity. It's a moment in which we really don't know who we are, where we have to go, and which is the real desire that we have profoundly, not in our brain, but in our inner essence, in a moment in which real our compass, instead of directing us to the north, is like a crazy, doing many and many rounds spinning everywhere. I think that finding for us our center, our balance, finding who we are into is very important. In this reconnective healing, to me personally, because of the experience that I have since I don't know how many years, I think 14, 13, 15. I lost actually the the count of it. It's really the best solution. It's really an experience that is bringing you to the reality again, that actually is not the reality that we are observing all around the world in this moment. We see a lot of conflicts, we see a lot of wars, we see a lot of pain. We are not really built. Our structure is not really built for it. We are built for the joy. We are built for the transformation. We are here to transform. We are here to learn. We are here to share. So the most important thing that we can do with the other is sharing our experience, sharing ourselves with ourselves. So permit ourselves to be who we are. The reconnection and reconnective healing, actually, they are my personal formula. I can tell, to reach this level of self-consciousness. And we have to remember that if you know deeply yourself, you know what you want in truth, you know which are the real desires, you know which is your final goal in this life. And this is giving you balance, joy. It's attracting you the right abundance that you deserve. And it's automatic. You don't have to do anything else, just being yourself 100%. And attracting this and being in balance with you will make you also in balance with the others. It will avoid 99%, I can tell, of the conflict with the others. And even because, of course, the ego is part of us, and we have to respect it. When something is triggering you, it's because of your evolution, also in the three-dimensional duality plan. Okay, because we are very interesting beings, we are very interesting animals, we are very interesting spirits, we are very interesting souls, no? And everything is mixed in us. So the most sacred part, the most, animal and material part, and we are this mix that is making really as a unique example of the intelligence of the universe, no? And because the universe is intelligent, is sending us exactly what we need. For who is attending this call today, well, start really to think in this way, that the universe is making you maybe doing the first step into the world of reconnective healing, and maybe you just hearing, some concepts that you like. This is turning on a little bit of ideas, a little bit of transformation. Or if you are a friend of reconnective healing since years and years, or like Cecilia and myself, you are already, someone that know very well, all the topics about reconnective healing, is making you being aware of something more. Every time that I'm teaching, I'm not teaching actually, I'm sharing and learning. And this is what I really want to do with you tonight in the training program of Sedona, in the future training programs all around the world. So I would like to listen from Cecilia a little bit of, what's your soul would like to share with us tonight here.
Thank you so much. I am so honored to be here with all of you and to be sharing reconnective healing around the world. And the reconnection, it's something that I didn't know I was looking for, and it showed up for me to know it in a bigger way. It's something that we all have. It's something within each of us. Each of us has access to this right now. These frequencies are part of us, each of us. Big or small, young or old, doesn't matter how long you've been on this path. It doesn't matter how many hours you've studied a day. It's something that is within us. It's in us. It is the strings and the strands. It is the DNA. It is our structure and our core. I say I didn't know I was looking for it because for me, I was having fun in life. I was just enjoying trying new things. I'm an explorer. So I've had many, many different jobs, and I've done many different things. And I've been a restaurant manager. I've been an actress. I worked in pizza places. I worked in toy stores. I worked in theme parks. I worked all over the place. I've done so many different things. And I've met so many different people all around the world. And I have done, oh, I just follow my heart, and people show things to me. And I said, yes, I want to do that. I want to try that. Let's jump out of a plane. I just start moving. And I started becoming very drawn into meditation and the healing world. And it was so beautiful for me. And I loved going into find groups to do meditation, and these people are just so beautiful, and they're heartfelt, and they want to share, and they say, oh, you've got to try this, you've got to try this, you've got to try this. And so I did. I tried a lot of different things because I'm an explorer, and I want to learn, and I want to know what these people are doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it and what it feels like. And so I found many different things that I thought, wow, that's really challenging. That's really difficult. I found many things I thought, this is beautiful and so easy. I can do this. Yes, this is great. I want to do this. And then I was doing some of those things, and it came to me while I was doing something that involved pendulums and chakras and scanning and hand positions and all these different things. And I was doing these things because they were fun to me. They really inspired me, and it reminded me of a dance. And it was just interesting that I got to do these things, and the person felt better afterwards. And it was so beautiful. And there was oils and smells and all kinds of different things. And I was going in to play with this person with this realm of healing that I had been taught. And I felt something inside say, it's a knot in the pit of my stomach. I thought, this doesn't belong here. What's this about? Oh, maybe it's something to do with the person I'm working with. So I come in and bring in the next client, and the next person, it comes in, and there's that feeling again. It's like something that doesn't belong here. It's like, what is that? So 2 in a row. That's interesting. The third person comes in, and there it is again. 3 in a row. It's like, all right, so it's not them, it's me. It's something within me, and I need to know. I want to know, what is this? And I asked, and I felt a knowing inside of me that said, it's bigger, it's easier, it's more. I thought, okay, well, show me, I'm ready. And so that's when I found reconnective healing, or actually reconnective healing found me, because I went to a bookstore, and the book, Eric Pearl, The Reconnection, Heal Others, Heal Yourself, was on a shelf like it had a spotlight. And I picked up that book, and I felt like I was hit with lightning, electricity moving up and down my body. I'm vibrating, I'm tingling, I'm trembling, and I open the book, and it says, you don't need da 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 da, all the things I was doing. And I thought, okay, this is it. I don't need any of those things. As much fun as they were, I was ready to get rid of them. I was ready to stop the theatrics, I want to say, of it all, and get to the core, and get to the truth, and get to the reality of who I am. So I learned this. I read the book, and I shifted before I got to the training program. I shifted. Everything inside of me was more. Everything was putting itself in place. Everything was clear. It was just so much a bigger part of me. I was home, and I knew it, and I needed to share this with everyone. So I have been sharing this since 2005. So it's going to be 19 years in February. So it's been a while, and
I told
I
you
have
that you are the most
loved it. Yes.
experienced. I told you
Yeah.
you are the most experienced.
But I've never had that sensation take me over since I came to reconnective healing. Nothing else had said, "Ooh, you got to do this. This is what it is now." It's like, no, it's always this, and it's always something bigger. It always expands. It always becomes more, and it's so easy. The people who have read the book, The Reconnection, Heal Others, Heal Yourself, the stories that Eric shares are real, and I've lived them in my practice, in my life. I have lived the stories that he shares in the book, and it's beautiful, it's real, and it's humbling, because wow, I get to participate. I'm invited to participate with people on a whole nother level, on a soul level, on a truth level, that yes, I have a client base, and I see people in that realm, but I also interact with people daily, on a daily level, on a interactive, on a non-client basis level. I get to be where there's opportunities, that I get to share this in another way, so people can hear it in another way, people can see it in another way. People that wouldn't normally necessarily be looking for this in their lives. I was getting my hair done, and I was sitting in the chair, and this woman was putting stuff on my hair, and she was, doing brushes, and all of a sudden there was a person beside me, there was a person on either side of me, and the person to one side finishes with their client, and the person leaves. The hairdresser goes to the back and takes a break. The person on the other side finishes with their client, and the client leaves, and the person goes back to the back, and they take a break. And so I'm in the room with my hairdresser, and all of a sudden my hairdresser runs to the back, says nothing to me, just runs to the back, and then she comes back to me, and she says, can you come? Can you come? Can you come? And I was like, sure. And so I go and I see, and one of the women in the back is is clutching at her chest. She's not breathing, and she's having a hard time. And I've never seen a heart attack other than in the movies or TV, but in my knowing this is what she's got going on. And I looked at the girls and I said, call whoever you need to call. And I just start working with the frequencies. I start playing. I don't touch her. I don't go near her. I just stay where I am, several feet from her, and I start playing with the frequencies. And I'm playing with the frequencies, and she is just and she starts breathing. And it took maybe 30 seconds or maybe 40 seconds, but finally she's breathing, and she starts recognizing that she can breathe and she's going to be okay. And then the tears come because she realizes she's okay. And I was like, are you all right? And so she's like, yeah. I said, would you like to go lie down? Because there was a table that she could lie down. And she says, okay. So she goes to lay down, and I'm still working with her. And in the meantime, while she's breathing, while she can talk now, she's telling me that she had been on the phone with her family, and then she had sent some money home, and they had done something with it, and she didn't approve, and she was getting very angry and upset. And that's when this thing came on. I was like, okay. And so she's lying down and she's crying, and I said, you know what, you gave them the money, you have to let it go. They can do whatever they want with it. You have to let it go. You gave it to them to do with what they want. And so just letting you know, let it go. And so she's breathing, and she's breathing, and she's fine, and she's getting better. And I said, okay, I'm going to leave her with you, to this other girl that was in the back. And I went to finish my hair because I was in process. So, so the other girl comes back, and I'm sitting in the chair. And then finally, before I'm done, the woman who was having this issue came and sat down. I mean, came to see her next client in the chair next to me. And she gave me a big hug. And, she was so grateful and so happy that she learned this thing. And then she came, I gave her the book, and I gave her an understanding of what's possible. And it was just such a gift, because the girl, my person who had came to bring me to the back, had said, were you doing healing? I said, yes, I was doing healing. And she goes, I felt it. I felt it when you were working with her. And it came to me then that nobody called anybody. Nobody called 911. Nobody did anything. They just let me work with this person, and she was okay. But it's like she just looked at me, and she goes, I felt it when you were working with her. And the whole room knew. The whole room felt it. And it was just so beautiful. And there's opportunities when you can offer something for the people that are in your surroundings. And it's just a gift. So
You spoken just, and it's in an interesting synchronicity, because hearing your story, I'm curious, asking you in just one word, what was your gift that arrived by reconnective healing, from reconnective healing?
my attention, as soon as I saw what was going on, I just said, call whoever you need to call. And everything else disappeared, and I was with this person. My focus, my attention, she had my full attention. And I was with her. And it was just so powerful, palpable, that like the girl said, I could feel it. Everybody could feel it in the room. And it was just, we were one. We were one, she and I.
You know that I just read one book of an Italian famous professor, no? It was a kind of interview that the journalist was doing to him. And the question that did to him that had the more interesting answer to me was, what is love? And of course, the journalist was, expecting a different kind of answer. He said, I think love doesn't exist. I said, that's interesting because, it's of course, he's a scientist, but he's also a very spiritual person. Then he continued. He said that love, actually, it's coupling at a quantum level. So it's me that is becoming you and you becoming me. So all around, it's becoming one. And honestly, I have to say that actually it's what we are teaching since years and years, you before me and Eric before us, okay,
Mhm.
about reconnective healing. So what is happening during the session, it's really that you are becoming one, or better, you are remembering yourself that you are one with the person in front of you, because
Mhm.
we are all one in every moment. And the freedom that is bringing you this philosophy, practicing reconnective healing, living in the frequencies, is something very unique. No one else really can bring you at this level of consciousness to experience materially the fact that you are one. Because
Mhm.
when we are at the massage table or in our practices or in a training program, okay, and we are facilitating reconnective healing, this is what is happening in truth. Returning in the consciousness that we are one. And in a so profound consciousness that also the law of the physics are changing, from the chaos is returning the order, healings are happening, changings of life are happening, your inner being is re-emerging, from the depth of many things that are happening to us every day, the disruption that we have. You
Mhm.
spoken about attention, okay, but the humans now are totally disrupted, right? So it's very doing the opposite of the chaos, the opposite of the distraction, the opposite of the war, the opposite of the pain. So returning in the actually the normal status that is our humanity. So
Yes.
this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. And,
Yeah.
there are spiritual concepts, there are scientific concepts. In Sedona, we did experiments that Eric, we will share during the training program, and his personal experiences. So it will be a unique training program because in Sedona happened something very, very deep, huge, said William Tiller, right?
Yes.
In
Huge. Yes.
huge, he no, he said that's huge, and yes, so it will be a unique possibility in a unique place. But I would like also to hear from someone of you that already did learn reconnective healing or already had attend the training program. What was the experience that made really change your life? So what was your experience in this training? What you bought at home from the training program, and what and why you are still here after maybe years and years, like us? So in which way you used it at home? This is my question. Who would like to share a little bit of his experience? Because I know that there is some alumni that is in this group of people that is following us live. Who would like to share something? Really no one?
I'm going to call you out, Gina. I know you. You have things to share.
You're so much fun. Yeah, I've been having to answer your question. I'm not going to answer your question because I can't. I can only say I took the training in 2009, and I was living in San Francisco. The training was in LA, and when I came back, I had a list of all these people that lived in San Francisco, and I formed a group so we could bond and meet and things like that. But for all of us, life was busy and everything dissipated. So I always had like kind of one eye on reconnective healing, but I never got back into it until about a year and a half ago. No, yeah, about a year and a half ago when I was reading Solomon Speaks again. And I had, sensations and everything in my body and everything, and I knew I needed to come back. And it's only been in the last, let's say, 4 months where the things that I'm studying that are related to reconnective healing and reconnective healing per se, and the meetings I'm attending and everything, I feel like I'm almost seeing reconnective healing for the first time. I decided I was going to read Solomon Speaks before I came back, before Sedona again. And I'm reading the book and I said, because I've read this book 4 or 5 times, and I thought, have I read this book before? It's totally different. Every time I look at it, I says, it's giving me so much more. I'm in a different place. My consciousness is totally different than it was even a year ago. And so I see the point of how much you can grow in this. And I also see the whole thing about, we are all one. It's beautiful. And I'm so excited about, I anticipate wonderful things in Sedona. I'm sure it'll be a whole new level for me because I'm just so open and eager to go there now, you know. So that kind of answered your question and kind of didn't.
It's
I
always
know that there's going to be more that you're going to be sharing with us in Sedona because we know layers and layers about you, Gino. So it's just beautiful. I can't wait to hear more. Thank you.
same question. Maybe I seen Cindy that I met in San Antonio also, and I know that she will return to the training program of Sedona. I would like to ask you, which was the gift that really you received during the past training programs? If you want to share just in a couple of words.
Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, we had, I just got home from work and we had a couple of technical difficulties with getting on, but got there. Anyway, I have just been mesmerized about this whole experience. And ever since I saw my friend have a healing in front of me, she had a 5-hour migraine. I was just blown away. And so did the first two, the reconnective healings, and absolutely loved it. And then went to the third, the reconnection, and it blows me away. And I love it. I love the people. My dog is in here. It's not supposed to be. Anyway, I love meeting the people. And I think the possibilities are endless. They're endless. And I remember asking you, what was your most profound experience? And you told us and showed us a video. And I dream of that for my granddaughter, who has very rare genetic disorder. And I want to perfect this before I do it for her. And
Sasha, Maya, come on. The dogs are loose. Come here, come on, guys.
Who let the dogs out? Is there a song like that? But anyway, yeah, and I felt
Come on, Sasha.
just something so unique and so different.
Sasha.
about this, and I think if we could, and I remember you saying, it's attention, not intention, and yet it's hard to envision, you know, you just have all these hopes and everything that you want to help someone, make their life better. And I just did a distance healing for my sister, and it was only the second one I ever did, and she wrote me a text saying what she experienced, and she's like, I'll talk to you later, I just want to absorb all this. And she actually had taken the 1 and 2 years ago in California with Dr. Pearl. So she's very open. And what she said in her text, what she was feeling, I was like, it is a gift. It's such a gift, and it's something that just makes your heart just explode. It's like, thank you, God, for this wonderful gift, the opportunity. And I just want to just learn everything I can about it, and so I can do it as well as possible. So
Thank you very
love
much,
it.
Cindy, for sharing, and see you in few days in
Okay.
Sedona. As said, will be an unique possibility because Eric, Cecilia will share something important that happened years and years ago in Sedona, and the fact that we are returning there, of course, it's a synchronicity, is not casual. So you will enjoy some important sharings that we will do there.
Right.
Cecilia, do we have any other important information to share with this group of people? Maybe we can just invite them, to take in consideration to be with us this weekend, because it's in 5 days actually.
Yes, it's
Yes.
just 5 days away. It's going to be, it's going to be so profound. It's going to be more than you imagine it might be, because we are going to be working one-on-one. We're going to be working multiple on one. We're going to be doing holographic healing, distance healing. We're going to be doing self-healing. We're going to be mixing it up. You're going to be working with everybody in the room at different times. We ask you to change the people that you're working with so you can experience yourself as the practitioner working with this person or that person or that person or that person. And you're going to get to lie down and have them work with you, and this person then work with you, and this person with you, and this person with you. And you're going to get to be the observer in the room, watching other people work together and mixing it up and seeing everybody watching. There's going to be so many different opportunities to observe what is happening with all these multiple mixes of groupings and peoples and one-on-one and multiple on one. You're going to have so many opportunities to see how absolutely everybody is able to access this work. Absolutely everybody is going to have some kind of response. Maybe it's going to be a physical thing. Maybe it's going to be an emotional thing. Maybe it's going to be something you can visibly see. Sometimes it's going to be so still, as if they can't even breathe or not even breathing. It's going to be so unique how many different ways and how many different expressions are going to be presented to you throughout the weekend, and that you are part of it. You are one of the elements in this that's happening with everybody, and it's within you. So you know that you can share this. And the thing is, we're going to ask you to release your expectations, because when it's showing up, when you're receiving, when we are accessing these frequencies and it's being received by ourselves and by the people in the room or the people in front of you, what they are receiving, how it's going to open up and unfold is going to be the most amazing tapestry that you could not have designed. And it's going to show up possibly in the moment that you're working with them, possibly later that day, possibly the next day, or possibly you'll get text messages from people that you met and they'll say, this is what happened. allow it to show up in the perfect timing. Allow your head to get out of the way. Allow yourself to not decide what you think should be happening for this person in front of you. We're asking you not to even know their stories beforehand. We don't want you to say, what's going on? What is it in your body? What does it feel like? How long has it been there? We don't want any of that. We don't want you to be asking questions like that. We want you to be open to allowing for anything to show up. Because the universe knows much, much more than we do, but we do get to be present. We do get to participate. We are invited to experience and expand and express what we're receiving. So be open for everything or anything. And if nothing visibly shows up, that's not what's happening. There's so much more in the nothing, in the void that is happening that you just don't know yet. Let it be, let it unfold. That's what I have to share with you.
Well, thank you very much. I think this is the most profound way to tell to all of you, see you soon. I hope in Sedona. I won't leave this live visible for more and more people, so we will share tomorrow on our social media, so follow us. Okay, and a big hug to all of you. Extend a special hug to Cecilia, that will be the instructor of this training program with me. We will have, of course, Eric Pearl like a special guest, and we will have a very beautiful experience all together in a very magical place. So again, thank you very much for being with us tonight, and see you soon in Sedona all around the world. Bye bye. Ciao. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.